Hello and welcome. It is the night before class is starting here for fall 2022. So first of all, I just wanted to say hello. Welcome to this course. Again, I'm going to record one video for both my 1013s and my 1023s. And I'm using the 1013 online class as kind of an example here of what you're all going to encounter. All the Blackboard stuff is pretty much the same. I want to give you just kind of a general sense of what you're going to encounter, what you're going to find as you are navigating Blackboard. And I'm going to try to keep this snappy. I did an earlier version which kind of rambled, so I'm going to try to be a little bit more focused in this second take here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to screen share, and that's what we're going to do for the bulk of the time. I've already got it set up in student preview mode, which means this is what it looks like to you. So you will see announcements on that home page. Generally, I will send announcements whenever I just want to call your attention to something, and it should also come to your email. I usually click that box, so you should see that come over whenever I have something to say to you, including, hey, there's a class in progress that I was working on earlier today, and I wanted to let y'all know. And that starts with simple syllabus, which is a pilot thing that we're doing. So rather than kind of the big bulky document that I'd created before. It's a little bit more streamlined now. Again, there are clickable sorts of things here. So if you want to see the writing program mission statement, you can click to that. If you want to see essential student information, which includes this common syllabus information, which is just information that pertains to every single class at UTSA. Again, just things that you will probably encounter in your other classes, but we keep them here as well, just in case this is the only class you were taking. It is probably not, but important information there. I mean, of course, just all the things. Roadrunner Creed is kind of the foundational text that UTSA uses to kind of inspire its students. So that's good to look at as well. Instructor contact info, that's there. Main things here, regardless of whether you are taking this as a fully online class or as a hybrid class, you do have the option to either see me in person in my office on the UTSA campus, or you can contact me online. So, or we can do even a call if that's easier for you, if that works for you. But certainly we can do Zoom, we can do Google Meet. If you are here, if you do come to my office, just, yeah, be forewarned. My office mate is usually not there on Wednesday, but she's actually in the front part of the office. So if the door's open and you just see an empty chair, you have to actually go around that to the back part of the office, and that is where you will find me. So, just call out to me as well, right? So, but typically I will be there 8 to noon. If I'm gone for a couple minutes, I'll have a note on the door. That might be just, I'm in the bathroom or I'm grabbing some coffee or something like that. But I'll typically be there from 8 to noon. So you can contact me within those times. Again, you can call or text between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Again, this note here, I take that seriously. So just look at that when you have a moment, just to kind of see that policy and why I do that. All right. So, and then let me see here. So if you go to course schedule, I'm going to try to break this out as a separate file, but right now you can see just kind of the week to week, all the stuff that we do. Again, if things are due, they're in bold. If you need to read things, they are in italics. And again, this is the look on 1013. 1023 is going to look slightly different, but same general principles that are guiding this plan. All right, so unfortunately, you cannot use the back arrow on this, so we're going to have to bounce out and bounce back in briefly, but typically you can use that back arrow to navigate rather than just Xing out of the section you're in, and that's probably better. All right, so main things that you want to look at, and again, the positions on these might change. Blackboard's being a little bit finicky right now, but kind of the main things to look at, assignments are where all your assignments are going to be housed. That makes sense, right? So lecturettes, I have various videos that I've created. Again, if you're in an online class, that's purely how I'm going to deliver information to y'all. Resources are just various kind of files and web links and things like that, starting with, for example, voice articles for fall 2022. That's something that all students are going to be encountering, whether you're in my 1013 or 1023, because I think voice is really important to talk about right away. And just readings are kind of front loaded towards the start of the semester. You will have a little bit more reading to do at the outset. And that's just to get you a lot of kind of the good foundational anchoring information that I think you need as you're doing the class. Again, be it in 1013, which is kind of seen as more informational writing, and 1023, which is seen as kind of more where you get into argumentative writing. But myself and most everybody, I think, in our department is teaching from the rhetorical approach, which has everything as an argument, basically. And the 1013 1013 book, for example, Lisa Eade is very, very much a rhetorician. So she's very much about that kind of idea of argumentation. So even though you're in a 1013 class, there's still very much that approach of you're building arguments and then how thesis statements work, how topic sentences work, all that. We're going to get into that in the first few weeks and build those foundations for you, although you will be doing some writing at the outset because that's how it works. It's a writing class. That's what we do. So, all right. I also have this called the weeks. And what I try to do is everything that you need for the week, I put in here, and it's a mix of stuff. Everything can be found in this. This is just basically another way to get at the information. And I try to do this to make it a little bit more organized for y'all. Just again, if you like this approach to finding things, but these all just link to things within the class. And if anything is broken for whatever reason, please let me know, because I definitely don't want y'all to have a bad experience with anything. So, and Blackboard can be a little bit finicky at times. So if there is something that is a little bit borked, just let me know and I will fix it. So that is something within my power to do. So let's see. Discussions are going to be very important for you regardless of what approach you're taking. If you're doing this as the online class, I have one online 1013 and one online 1023 this semester. Everything that we do in terms of kind of the back and forth talking is going to happen in the discussion blocks. For those of you in the hybrid classes, of course, we will meet on Wednesday afternoons, but also since we are only meeting once a week instead of the customary twice a week, going to be a really good idea for this to take place. Okay, and right now it is saying that the author is anonymous, which is not the case. That is me, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out like what that's about. But again, yeah, that is me. So anyway, so week 1, week 2, week 3 discussions, those are pretty explanatory. There might be these kind of overhang ones too as well. Those you can get started on essentially kind of at the point where you will, you know, deal with, those sorts of things, right? Like once we start talking about the voice exercise, you can talk about the voice exercise and start jumping into that. Getting to know each other better, obviously we can do that now, right? So, and then let's see, otherwise, let's see what else. And then you'll just see again, it's 6 discussions that you're responsible for, 6 discussion contributions within the 3 weeks. That's just total. That's not for every one of these threads. All right. So that is kind of basically what I wanted to show you. Any questions? My family has arrived, so I'm gonna take off, but hope this suits you well. Hope this gives you a good intro to Blackboard. And if you have any questions, let me know and I will help you out. All right. Thank you and have a good one. And that's my daughter. All right. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.